Hello, Alvise. Hello, everybody. I'm Maria Sole Dorazzi. I'm the project manager of the project BE-READI Alps on behalf of Veneto Innovazione, which is the lead partner of the project. And I'm here with Alvise Rossi. Alvise, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, good morning, everybody. My name is Alvise Rossi, and I work for Veneto region in the Territorial Cooperation and Macro-Regional Strategies Unit. I'm in charge of the Office for the Alpine Space Program and USAR.
You know, Alvise, that in BE-READI Alps, our core business was to support mature companies to bring into the market the second life projects. So why do you think it's so important that companies cooperate transnationally in the alpine space area to boost their innovation?
Well, I think that cooperation is an opportunity for alpine SMEs, in particular for mature ones. The context that they have to deal with, it has completely changed in a few years, and it keeps evolving faster and faster. So mature SMEs are facing a competition context that is radically different from the one existing in their initial phase. Globalization, financial and health-related crises, and other unforeseen events put many of them to the test. Mature SMEs, in most cases, are less dynamic and very often have limited capacity to react to new challenges and also to unforeseen events. This makes them more fragile, and the consequences they may reveal to be very serious for them. Unfortunately, this situation is widespread in the alpine area, and typically this area is also suffering of lack of generational turnover. So cooperation gives an opportunity to investigate and test new approaches, to widen their perspectives, and to rethink their processes, sometimes reorganizing them or integrating them, be it upstream, downstream, or including financial partners. As we know, innovation needs adequate framework condition to take place. And even the most dynamic companies risk, where alone, to be vulnerable and to such external shocks. We have experienced severe shocks in the late years that, of course, give the proof about this. So this approach appears to be relevant also to respond to urgent needs of green evolution of SMEs, adopting more sustainable processes, activating energy efficiency initiatives, applying circular economy principles are by now aspects that are to be implemented. And I think that the application of circular economy principles is probably one of the most clear examples of the need for cooperation. The need to work together to create virtuous cycles comes from the necessity to connect the diverse processes toward industrial symbiosis. Sharing knowledge and learning from each other's experiences can favor the evolution of our businesses, making them at the same time more resilient and keeping their economic sustainability safe. Looking in a wider perspective, from a territorial development point of view, the cooperation approach shows also positive impacts. A prosperous economic context no doubt influences the societal dynamics in terms of jobs offer, population well-being, positive demographic dynamics. So the consequences of cooperation leading to green evolution of manufacturing and service providing businesses can also contribute to grant a healthier environment that reveals to be more attractive for living and experiencing, and as a holiday and for retirement destination.
Yes, exactly. And as you correctly said, companies need to have a framework condition that support them in this framework, in this process. And as you have also said, sharing knowledge and cooperation is a need at all levels. So in BE-READI Alps, we devoted a lot of time to establish a policy dialogue. So to connect also stakeholders with decision makers in order to discuss the outputs of our pilot activities with companies and try to understand which could be the policy and sustainability process that could also facilitate this ecosystem. So in your opinion, which are the concrete options that regions in the framework of USALP have to cooperate transnationally and to cooperate in the framework of the innovation international cooperation policies?
Well, if we look back to the experiences that we made along the diverse programming periods of the Alpine Space Program, we see that there has been an evolution from knowing each other perspective to a policy definition support one. So projects in Alpine Space Program are no more devoted only to knowing the situation and confronting or seeing what the differences are between the situation of the diverse partners. But the program understood some years ago that there could not be a concrete impact without involving the policy area. So policymakers are necessary, are the cornerstone for such processes, and are the ones that can lead to a concrete change in the area. So cooperation in the context of USALP encourages states and regions to move a step forward in transnational cooperation. I dare say that is a request for something more than ECT projects. And so USALP is organized in a way to encompass the diverse aspects from technical discussion, which is organized in 9 tables or action groups that also start benefiting from project results. Mm-hmm. But this process takes the participants to some policy intervention proposals. And this is very important because as regards innovation policies, regions are requested to investigate common solutions to favor international cooperation, to strengthen economic system in the Alpine space area, and sharing common goals and making their effort converge. It is clear that no structural change is possible only by means of cooperation between economic operators. Mm-hmm. There are the first 2 action groups of the macro-regional strategy are called to define an effective research and innovation ecosystem and to increase the economic potential of strategic sectors. So it's clear that it is impossible only for economic operators to make a change in these aspects without strong support and involvement of the political level. So transnational cooperation now should be followed by the definition of converging strategies and policies applicable to the whole area. And I think that this is the challenge that micro-regional strategies pose to states and region political representatives. We have in front of us an ambitious aim, that is that connect that diverse instruments we have, macro-regional strategies, ECT projects, national, regional programs, other initiatives, and we should put them together in a common framework, orienting them towards common goals, from investigating innovative experience, which is, let's say, the task of the projects, to wider application of successful experiences and the definition of supporting policies, which is the main target of the European macro-regional strategies.
Yes, indeed, it's a big challenge, but we like challenges. Okay, so thank you very much for this interesting inputs to our community. And from my side, a really big thank to you, Alvise, to have been closer to us and to the project since the very beginning. Thank you very much.
Thank you to you. It's a pleasure. And have a nice continuation of your job.